MyMusicPublisher. Shots fired. Nah, just bad split sheets. Musicians, secure your bag. Music creators, secure your bag. Class is in session. Now, I know what you're thinking. What is a split sheet? Let me break it down for you. A split sheet is a document that outlines how the royalties from a song are divided among the songwriters, producers, and other contributors. It's like a roadmap. It shows everyone who gets paid, what and when. Here's why split sheets are so important. They ensure everyone who worked on a song gets their fair share of the royalties. They help to avoid disputes and legal battles down the road. They can help you negotiate better deals, record labels, and publishers. Now, you're probably thinking, I'm just a musician, I don't know anything about split sheets.
What's a split sheet? I still don't get it.
I get it. I do.
Keep listening. Listen now.
Okay. That's why I'm here. I'm gonna break it down to you so easy your grandma could understand. So, first, and no disrespect to grandma. First, let's talk about the different types of splits. Two main types of splits you should be thinking about. One,
writer splits.
this is how the royalties are divided amongst the songwriters. Two, producer splits. This is how the royalties are divided amongst producers and engineers. Now, within each of these categories, there's different ways to divide the royalties, okay? For example, now, you could have a 50-50 split, a 75-25 split, or anything in between. However, there are a few things you should keep in mind. Make sure, number one, you understand the terms of the agreement before you sign it. Don't just close your eyes and let the pen just start attacking papers. You're gonna get yourself in some mess you may not get out of. Don't be afraid to ask questions. If you don't understand something, ask somebody. Have them to define it for you. We call it redlining the contract. Number two, don't be afraid to negotiate. And in order to negotiate, if you need to, you have to know what it is you're dealing with. Do you want to change anything about your split sheets or your contracts or the agreement that you're participating in? Do you want something that seems to be unfair to be fair? Do you need something to be explained to you? Is it transparent? Get the necessary help, understand what you're signing, and negotiate if needed. The worst thing that can happen is the other party says no. Three, get everything in writing. They are. This will protect you if you have any disputes. I have a dispute with saying dispute. Any disputes down the road. Here's a breakdown. A little Drake diss in the beginning. Digging into the complexities of artist deals and takeaways for musicians to consider for their own business structures. Decoding Drake's diss pertaining to record deals. So the exact details of Kendrick Lamar's record deal may be unknown to the public. Major label contracts are complex, and royalties and splits between them, we may not know. But this can consist of things like artist percentage of album sales and streams. Record labels cover recordings and marketing costs before the artist sees any profits, so they have to work that out. Songwriter and producer splits. Royalties based on their contribution. What did they do on the album? For their contribution. Management, percentage for managing the artist's career. Publishing companies, percentage for publishing. The published compositions, the lyrics, the melodies. There's things that go into this. He could have a whole machine behind him, which he does, that he has to pay back for everything they contributed. So when Drake set the bar,
pull your contract, cause we gotta see the split. The way you doing splits, bitch, your pants might.
You have so many splits in your contracts, you may split your pants. Kind of holds weight in the comedy of it.
Because it's probably true.
Who knows? Like we just said, we don't know what kind of deal Kendrick has, but it's some big shit Drake's talking. Now, let's use some real world examples you can probably relate to. And this will give you a better idea what split sheets are and why you need them. Example 1. You co-write a song with two other songwriters, right? Okay, you agree to split the ownership equally amongst the three of you. Now, you record a demo of the song and upload it to SoundCloud. A few months later, you find out a major artist has recorded and released your song without your permission or knowledge. It was Beyonce, it was Jay-Z, it was Lil Yachty, it could be anybody. There's somebody bigger than all of us. You contact the artist label, you demand compensation. You're like, you know what? Beyonce, Taylor Swift, you give me my share. You license my song and I'm one of your co-writers. I don't own it anymore? That's what you think to yourself when you find out the other person that you collabed with on that song, they sold 100% of everybody's rights as a lump sum and they ran off with the profit. You realize you didn't have a split sheet to prove that you shared ownership with that song, so you have no legal recourse to claim shares of the royalties. So whatever big artist got the song, they keep it forever. Man, that song was a hit and every day you hear it, you're like, wow. Every time I hear that song on the radio, I know how broke I am. It's not funny. Number 2, you produce a beat. You're a producer. You're hot. You got some good tracks. You give a beat to a rapper. You agree with this rapper. What we're gonna do? We're gonna split ownership. 50-50, you and me. You sign a split sheet with the rapper and register the song with your performance rights organization. You know, BMI, ASCAP. A few weeks later, you hear your beat on a popular podcast, and you are excited to receive some royalties. However, you discover that the podcast has a license from a music library who bought the exclusive rights to your beat from the rapper for a low fee. Yikes. You realize you didn't specify the terms and conditions of your split sheet agreement, and you have no control over how your beat is used or licensed. Ouch. Understand your deal. Don't sign anything without fully comprehending the splits and percentages involved. Negotiate, leverage, seek legal counsel, and leverage your talent to negotiate favorable royalty rates. Consider alternatives. Explore artist-friendly labels, self-distribution, or alternative business models. Transparency with collaborators, that's key. Have open conversations about splits with collaborators before recording begins. Long-term planning. Don't be pressured into quick decisions. Plan for a sustainable career. Example 3. You collaborate with a singer on a song. You agree. We're gonna split this ownership 60-40 in your favor. You sign a split sheet with the singer and register the song with your performance rights organization. You know, BMI, ASCAP. A few months later, you get an offer. Yes, what you've been waiting for from a sync licensing company who wants to place your song in a TV show. Yeah, you're thrilled to accept the offer, but you find out that the singer has already signed an exclusive publishing deal with a major publisher who owns the singer's share of the song. You realize you didn't check the singer's publishing status and you have to share your sync fee and royalties with the publisher. Ooh. Stab in the gut. That's a cut. As you can see, split sheets are not something to take lightly or ignore. They are crucial for your music business and your creative rights. So how can you avoid these pitfalls and ensure you have a transparent split agreement with your collaborators? I got some tips for you. Always discuss on splits before you start working on a song. Wait until the song is finished. Bad move. Prevent misunderstandings. You know how many stories, how many movies have been made about this stuff? Coming from a background of not having anything. They make some good music together. They're like, we're gonna be partners till we die. The song blows up, people get greedy, and they take what they can take, and they will step all over you and kill you for it. Okay, I don't know if that's gonna happen with you or whoever's listening, but people do get greedy, and when you don't have things in writing, things can mess up you. So to put yourself in the best position with anything like this in the music industry, it feels good to make the music, but it feels better to get paid for your efforts that come from your heart. People are reciprocating that energy by saying, hey, here's money, go make more. But there's a lot of starving artists because they're not properly filling out split sheets and registering their songs correctly. Situations like this prevent them from pursuing their dreams, give up, they quit, they let the industry beat them down.
Get the fuck up.
Doing splits, bitch, your pants might rip.
You make your split sheets, you make your agreements, and you be transparent. Radical transparency seems to make things work no matter what happens. Always register your splits with the performance rights organization and the publisher if you have one. BMI, ASCAP. This will ensure that you receive your fair share of royalties and that your splits are recognized and respected by the music industry. You're not an amateur, you're a professional. Communicate and collaborate with your co-writers and co-producers. Don't assume that they have the same vision.
Make your agreements come to life.
And you'll see the benefits and rewards. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to My Music Publisher.